Welcome, everybody, to the first actual JDA Sports JDSN episode. Mostly NFL today, although there is some big stuff. NBA, NHL has been going on, and women's basketball. I said I wouldn't do much, but look, it's here. Don't come at me. I know there's nobody watching these right now. But if that ever happens, I still care. It's not as groundbreaking stuff because there's not much money involved. I shouldn't go this far into it. I'll just leave it at that. Anyways, so to start today off, I'm going to go ahead and start off with Rashee Rice. He has been seen practicing with the Chiefs already again since he left the scene of a street race going, I think, about 116 miles an hour. Which, first of all, I've never understood how you, as an NFL player, make it this far. You've had your entire career. Why are you wasting it on this? You have so much better things you could be doing. And even if you do get an accident, stay there. You have the money, you have lawyers, you're good. Don't leave the scene of an accident. That makes zero sense. Never understood it. Not a good human being to just leave that, especially you don't know if there's injuries involved. But the Chiefs, the organization that we all know and love, are looking past it right now. He's practicing with them. Seem to be just moving on from it. You can see how that goes. I don't know if he's going to get any kind of repercussions for it, but we'll see. News in possible moves in the league. A.J. Brown seems to be liking New England a lot, which I'm a New England fan, so I am happy with that. But yeah, he's if you haven't seen, been adding a bunch of Patriots like players and stuff like that. And apparently he's been a lifelong fan, and apparently was very upset when they didn't draft him back when he entered the league. Also talks of Marvin Harrison Jr., this year's top wide receiver prospect, going to Cardinals. Or at least that's what they say they will do if he is an option with their 4th round pick. Also talks of Brandon Ayuk going to the Steelers, which I think would be a good move for them. But I'd like to see that they have some sort of stability in the QB room before I would say, yes, that's a good idea. And who knows who they're giving up, their defense is what got them in the playoffs this past season. So hopefully they're not giving up too much on that. Oh, big one. Surprisingly off of this. J.K. Dobbins, Baltimore's main running back for the past few seasons from Ohio State, got traded to the Chargers. What is today now, the 18th. You'll see this tomorrow on the 19th. But yeah, got traded. I kind of saw him getting traded anyways, since they picked up Derrick Henry. You're not going to compete with that guy. I mean, he's just too big. I could have seen them using both of them maybe, with Derrick Henry being this big, massive guy, just banging into guys, Could have used him as they would have with Gus the Bus, but they obviously didn't see the same thing. Still have Justice Hill and other players, but I think it could have worked well with having a double-headed attack there. With that being said, though, J.K. Dobbins to the Chargers, although he'll be playing under Jim Harbaugh, the Michigan coach, which doesn't really work very well, but we'll see how that goes. It can't be worse than Austin Eckler. Well, I think it could be good for them, especially after losing Keenan Allen. They need new weapons. I think that's a good move. In other news in the NFL, the Washington Commanders, the poster child for the NFL, decided to come out with a new slogan. And here, I'll read it to you. Anybody, anywhere, anytime. Anybody, anywhere, anytime. What do you mean? You're gonna lose to the Cowboys anywhere, anytime, anybody? I don't know. You won't get into the playoffs because you lose to anybody, anywhere, anytime. You went 4-13 last season. Why are you even? What was the need for this? I don't get it. I would understand if, say they went, I don't know, 10-7. Things are looking up. Maybe a little bit of, little spark could do something for them, but that does nothing. I don't understand that. That's really dumb. Also, some cool jersey changes in the NFL. Houston had been rumored to come out with some new alternate jerseys for this season, and their helmet has leaked. Looks pretty cool. I'll look at it here for you too. Yeah, so they got that black base helmet, blue H, and the little outline. Ooh, even with the little star there, like Texas. I think they look cool. I'd like to see the rest of the jersey, but those do look nice. What I'm most excited about is these Lions blackout jerseys. They're really looking fresh, real clean. They came out with those today, or at least came out to the media with them today. Yeah, they're looking real nice. I like the blue helmet with the black lion on it as well. Looks pretty sick. And then the Browns announced as well that they're sticking with the white face mask on their helmets, which I think that looks just nice as well. Very, very nice. On to the NBA. Jontay Porter, if you haven't heard the news, I don't know how you wouldn't have, got a lifetime ban for gambling. And at first when I saw this, I'm thinking to myself, who is Jontay Porter? Yeah, he basically rode the bench for the Raptors. He wasn't a huge part of them. I don't want to say he rode the bench, but he wasn't big for them. And I think with all of the rumors around the NBA recently of fixing games, whether it be refs or players, they kind of just wanted to come down on somebody. That's a good somebody to go after. But there's been more stuff come out recently that he actually would be really involved. Like, he is a degenerate gambler. It's from the intro for this, but yeah, he would just not play in games for people to hit the under on him and stuff like that, and just purposely skew games in order for gamblers to win. So I definitely understand the lifetime ban for him. They don't want that around the league. They don't want people thinking that any games are being fixed, anything like that. However, a lot of people on social media have been talking where's this kind of happening with, more kind of serious stuff? I mean, yes, definitely more serious in the real scheme of things. Maybe not on the business side for the NBA, but Josh Giddey, did he touch her? I don't know. I would think you at least investigate a little bit more thoroughly, but here we are. It's a business after all, I guess. And then a couple games going on tomorrow. Bulls facing the Heat and the Kings facing the Pelicans. the Heat without Jimmy Butler and the Pelicans without Zion. I really think that the Miami Heat are good enough and the Bulls are bad enough for that game to still go the Heat's way. I just don't. The Bulls haven't been having a good season. It's a play-in game for the finals, or the playoffs, I should say. And I'm sure they know the heat, the heat of the moment, and they'll play according to that. However, the Pelicans, they only have McCollum, really, without Zion. I think they could easily lose to the Kings. If I were betting on this game, I'd kind of go with the Kings. Other one, probably go with the Heat. They still got Robinson shooting threes and whatever. But yeah, I mean, I feel so bad for Zion. It just, the NBA's not working out for him. I never really liked him in college. Who the hell likes Duke, But he really was promising, I think. Just an absolute specimen of a human being. Like, dear God, just so much muscle, so much mass, so much girth in a man. You can stop that, It's just, he overpowers you. But yeah, anyways, Kings and Heat are my picks for those. You do with that with what you wish. And then on to the NHL. Really only a big thing. I don't watch too much of the NHL, but I know when big things are happening. For instance, last night, so 17th, Toronto Maple Leafs played Tampa Bay Lightning, lost 4-6, and there are two milestones that could have happened that game. One that did happen, Nikita Kucherov is the fifth NHL player ever to hit 100 or more assists in a single season, which is insane. Like, that's, first of all, supporting the hell out of your team. I think that's greater than what I'm going to get to. But, yeah, like, it makes it a team sport. Make sure your team does well. Not focusing it really all on you. But the other four people he joins are Wayne Gretzky, Mario Lemieux, Bobby Orr, and Connor McDavid, who are all Hall of Famers. Wayne Gretzky did it 11 times, so that's really not surprising. That man's obviously the GOAT, like, Jesus fucking Christ. But to join those people, it's such an accolade. I hope he's happy. I hope he's proud. Definitely a night to celebrate for him, as well as the victory, of course. But on to the Maple Leafs. What a lot of people cared about, although I think it's just kind of, it seems bigger to people who don't understand the game as much, just because it's like it's a bigger stat, I guess, which would be 70 goals in a season for Austin Matthews. That did not happen. And it's just kind of a selfish thing. And I feel like ever since he had 60, maybe even like 55, it kind of seemed like, I know it seemed like a lot of people, that he's just going for the goals. He doesn't care about how the team does. He just wants that little badge on his name, But yeah, didn't get it. They were 4-5 since he had 60 goals, which is not good. I mean, it's a team sport, I feel like you should focus on your team success above anything else. Yeah, sucks for them. Also, women's basketball. Hailey Van Lith is going to TCU. That's one of their biggest players. She had transferred in from out of Stanford, I think maybe. Yeah, big loss. I mean, they just lost Angel Reese, so a couple of stars gone for them. With that being said, though, that's the end of the first episode of JDSN. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe. Have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow.